Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? My pastor told me to stop my HIV treatment and to pray instead. Now I am dying. I get so sick. And now when I try to take my ARVs again, like they are not helping at all, what am I supposed to do? I have tried other home remedies like to detoxify my system, but it is not working. And I really do not know what I am going to do. I am scared that I can die at any given moment because the ARVs, as much as I am trying to take them, they are being rejected by my body. Whenever I drink them, I vomit so much. You feel sorry for me. I am getting thinner and thinner by the day. Even at the hospital, they don't know what to do with me anymore. They have tried all types of ARVs, but my body is rejecting each and every pill that I get into my system. And right now, as I am talking to you, Brother Nashi, there is even porridge that I was unable to eat that is here by my bedside table, but I can't eat. My hands are shaking because I am starving, yet when I eat, I vomit. I feel as if I am a ghost of what I used to be. I am 29 years old and I once believed in something so hard that is now killing me. I was raised as a Christian like most people around me, but it was not until I met this other pastor when I was still in South Africa. I had been looking for a church in the area where I was staying. There was no church that was from our country. So I started going to this other church, which was led by a Nigerian prophet, but I had never met him in real life. We would only go to church and sometimes they would play his videos on this big screen, and then we would hear the word of God as he would be preaching live straight from Nigeria. That faith became the very thing that destroyed me because he told me to throw away my ARVs and I obeyed. It was in early 2013 when I went for the first time to South Africa and I returned back home. And that time, I think that was when I got infected, because at the place where my sister was staying, there was this other man who used to give me money. One day when my sister was not at work, that man asked to sleep with me since he had been giving me so much money. I agreed even though I was still very young. My sister never even found out that this was what had happened. I returned back to South Africa and then I got sick. This was in 2018. By the time that I found out that I was sick, I went to the clinic and then I started taking my ARVs, and then I stopped taking my ARVs in 2022, and I honestly thought that maybe it was working because from that time when I stopped taking any medication, I was okay. And I never liked taking the pills. It broke me knowing that I was going to be taking the ARVs daily, and I thought that it was a curse. So I was working there in South Africa at a boutique, and I kept even dating some other guys without telling them that I had been taking these pills until I was going to that church. When I was going to that church, since I was someone who hated taking the pills in the first place, I was encouraged by the church not to reveal this to any of my partners that I was dating, that I had this HIV virus in my body, and they said that if I was going to tell any other men that I was dating that this was the situation, it meant that I was not trusting in the prophet. And if I wanted to trust in the prophet, I was not going to tell anyone that I had this infection. So this man said Jesus died for us not to live on pills. He died for us not to get vaccinated. He died for us not for us to be free, not to have any disease. And faith is our only medicine medicine that we want, we have to throw away these drugs. And it was not only me, there were other people there that had diabetes. Some had asthmas, some even had cancer, and they were supposed to throw away any medication. If you were taking chronic pills, you were supposed to throw away. I did not throw them away all at once. I started skipping one every 2 days, then once a week. Then I completely stopped. I flushed the rest down the toilet, and I even told the pastor via WhatsApp that I had finally let go. He sent a voice note. He was full of excitement in the group, and he was like, "My daughter, now you have stepped into real faith. The virus is dead. Just keep on praying every day." So I would wake up and pray, and I prayed and I prayed. I shared his sermons on my status. I even made TikTok encouraging others to believe in healing over science. For a while, I was fine. I felt fine. I even believed that God had healed me. By the 4th month, my strength began to fail. It started slowly. I was full of fatigue, then the vomiting. That is the problem that I am facing. Hence, I am looking for any kind of home remedies to stop the vomiting, because how can I survive when I keep on vomiting the food that I am eating? I have diarrhea sometimes that can go for weeks and it cannot stop, and that is causing me to lose a lot of weight. I have developed sores around my mouth, my gums, sometimes they bleed. I can just lose appetite in the middle of eating, then the vomiting will start. So I told the pastor, even some of the church elders, that this is what I am going through, and his reply is like this: "I ignore the devil. That is not a sickness, it is a test. Do not go back to those demonic pills. Fast and pray." I fasted until I could not fast anymore. There was even a day when I fainted because I was too weak. And when I told him that I am too weak, he said that I am weak in faith. That is why I keep on having these problems, and he stopped talking to me. So I was too weak, like physically my body was too weak. My elder brother, he took me, and then he went with me to Mpilo Hospital. I was more like a little child because of the way that I was thin. Now I am a little bit better. He was even crying. I could not speak. Even the way that I was breathing, it was really painful. And then they took the bloods. When the results came back, the doctor said, "Your CD4 count is at 37. You are in full-blown AIDS. Your viral load is off the chart. We can try to help, but you might have to wait a long time in order for you to return back to normal." So nothing is coming out, and I am scared because my viral load, it is quite a lot, and they don't know what to do because I am vomiting the pills whenever I try to drink them. I try to force myself, but my body rejects. I even messaged some of the church elders and told them and showed them the test results, and I was kicked out of the WhatsApp group. And now I have been begging the church members to help me, even with money. They tick me, they block me, the Facebook page, I don't know, it just disappeared. The YouTube videos, they have been removed. He used to have a channel, but it did not have a lot of videos. It was called Pastor Ife. That was the name of that YouTube channel, but it has been deleted. The WhatsApp prayer groups are deleted in my phone. I don't know. I don't even know what to do. So I need your listeners to help me. I don't know if there is any kind of remedies that I can take so that I can be able to take this medication. Is there someone amongst your subscribers who once stopped taking these pills, then afterwards started taking them, then they got sick? What else did you do? Please help me. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister right there. Hey, strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Let us try to speak with her. So she is asking for any kind of remedies that she can take so that she will stop vomiting.